Hello, my name is Dr. Joanna de Pledge. I'm on the editorial team of the International Journal Climate Policy. I'm also Research Fellow at the Cambridge Centre for Environment, Energy and Natural Resource Governance. Avoiding the catastrophic risks posed by climate change is the defining challenge of our time. To meet this challenge, the Paris Agreement commits governments to limiting global temperature rise to 2 degrees and preferably 1.5. As its contribution, the UK has enshrined in law the goal of slashing its greenhouse gas emissions to net zero by 2050. Implementing strong and effective climate policies cannot be done without broad public support. So far, UK climate policies have been backed by a wide cross-section of the public, but we are only at the beginning. A deep and rapid transformation is needed in all sectors to achieve net zero. So how can we ensure that the public stays on board? The International Journal Climate Policy has recently published several research papers exploring this issue. What does this research tell us? Unsurprisingly, pull measures, positive incentives such as subsidies for electric vehicles, are more popular than push ones such as energy or carbon taxation. However, what matters most to the public, even more than cost, is that policies are perceived to be effective and fair. The public wants to be sure that a policy will make a difference to the climate. And this is why carbon taxation or energy taxation is often rejected. Voters tend to suspect it is there simply to raise government revenue. Such pricing policies, however, are more likely to be popular if revenue is recycled to boost climate action further, to increase the effectiveness. For example, if it's reinvested in green technology, such as low-carbon hydrogen. In terms of fairness, voters tend to be concerned not only about policy impact on themselves, but also on low-income or other disadvantaged groups such as car-dependent rural households. Now, these concerns are best addressed through participatory and inclusive consultation held early with affected communities. This is particularly crucial for policies that could have serious implications for a local area, such as decommissioning industrial or fossil fuel power plants. And for these, it's especially helpful to seek cross-party political support. Now, trust matters. The public is much more likely to accept strong policy, even if costly, if overall trust in government and its institutions is high, or at least if the government is perceived to be credible and consistent on the issue in question. At present, the government approach to climate change could come across as inconsistent, which could affect credibility and therefore public trust and support. To maximise their prospects, policy measures should be accompanied by consistent and positive messaging. The public will be more responsive if climate change is framed as serious and urgent, yes, but solvable. Overly catastrophic messages can instead lead to fatalism and inaction. Emphasising co-benefits from climate action, such as green job creation, can also boost support. Communicators should make the most of teachable moments when the public is likely to be more receptive. The forthcoming Glasgow Climate Conference is an obvious window of opportunity, as are sadly weather extremes such as flooding. Social norms are powerful tools for messaging and for communication. If individuals receive the message that support for climate action or pro-environmental behaviour, such as switching to an electric vehicle, is widespread among their peers, they are more likely to get on board. Similarly, if a policy experiment pioneered in a particular city or region is seen to be working well, then others are likely to be inspired to follow suit. To sum up, there are no hard and fast rules, but the research does point us to some broadly applicable insights. To maximise the prospects of public acceptance, a policy needs to be seen to be effective, fair, credible, consistent, and accompanied by positive messaging.